When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Commodores will kick it away to start. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So LSU's offense will have first crack at this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to fire deep. Touchdown, LSU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all of the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. On the double. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to... on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the run, still looking. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Quick completion on the out. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Richardson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. The Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, you saw how they just overloaded the left-hand side that time. They were able to overwhelm the offensive line, get in the backfield, and then get their paws up to block that kick.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off play action on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Looking left. He's got it. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Sherrill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Sherrill. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is True as he puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Sharp. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fullback's got it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man all by himself. All kinds of room to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. Past the 50. The 30. At the 20. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll leave it with him. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Fires one high and deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Fake. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Fitzgerald. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Snagged in the middle, it's Alexander. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Commodores moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Young. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hoskins. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Stowers. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Catch in the middle, it's Sherrill. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal.
Number 88 on the field goal.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Stowers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover.
Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the foot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Back to pass, it's Pavia. That's reeled in, it's Sherrill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Escapes trouble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just
breaks into the open.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Young. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Looking deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Now the toss. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Fighting off the defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the move, it's Young. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down and the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,